Hi, in this episode of my Blender Beginner's Guide, I wanted to talk about the 3D view and more precisely the startup scene, as some of the elements in the startup scene may be unfamiliar for a beginner and some may be even difficult to look up and understand what exactly are they doing and how to work with them. One of these is, for example, if you click with the left mouse button, is this little thing over here. What is this? How to get it back in the original position? This can be difficult for a beginner to figure out on his own. So this little thing over here is called a 3D cursor, and if you have spent already some time in Blender, you know that it doesn't go back one step if you use Ctrl Z, so you can send it back in the middle here using Ctrl Z. There's a few ways to do this with keyboard shortcuts, or also you can expand here the region with the properties, find the 3D cursor options, and you see here the location X, Y, and Z. If you type in 0 in each one, this will go back in the middle. Or you can use these to precisely position this 3D cursor in the 3D world. I'm going to close this. We can get it back in the middle with a keyboard shortcut, holding down the Shift key, S, and you get this little menu. You can select cursor to center and send it in the middle. Another way to do this is to press Shift C on the keyboard, and this will send it in the middle as well, but also will change your view a little bit so it can you can see all of the elements in the scene. What is the purpose of the 3D cursor? It's mainly used for placement, to place objects in the scene, where to place them. I'll give you a simple example. If you open this, the properties again, go back to the 3D cursor, and for example on the Y over here type just 2, and then this will move over here. Go to add, mesh, cube, and you see we added another cube right next to this one. The cursor has other uses as well, but I don't think this is necessary information for now. Just know that it's used for placement. Now, another useful keyboard shortcut, if you want to get back your scene to the original startup scene, you can press Ctrl N, and you'll get this menu. Then click Enter, and this will get your 3D view, your startup scene, to the default. So let's check out the other elements of the scene. This over here is a camera, and it's used as point of view for rendering. If I go ahead here from this menu and select render image, you will see that this is the point of view of the camera to this cube. So the next element of our scene is a lamp. This is the light source. Every scene needs a light source to illuminate the scene. Now let's go back to the original startup scene by selecting the cube, and you see over here we have this orange dot, and this indicates the object origin. Each object has an origin point, and the location of this origin point determines where exactly the object is located in the 3D world. Also, the origin point is very important for transformation, for translating, rotating, scaling. Also, we can change the location of the origin point, but that's for future videos. Next, we have these gray squares that form the floor grid of the world, which marks the zero height of the world. So you can look at it as something like a sea level or ground zero of the world. Also, we have this green and red lines, which are the axis of the coordinate system of the world. Over here you can see this mini axis, which also indicates the axis of the world's coordinate system. Next, down here in the lower left corner we have the object info, and in the upper left corner we have the view name. Next, we have something very important, and that is the transformation widget. And I'm going to click on the camera here so you can see it better. It's indicated by this white circle and these three arrows with different colors. We have blue, green, and red, but it doesn't have to be arrows. If we are going to rotate, for example, and I choose this option, you'll see that this is now indicated by white circle, another white circle, and then we have these three different colors, these curved lines with different colors. This indicates that we can rotate the object. So the transformation widget can be used for more than just moving the object. For example, it's used for different kinds of transformation. Of course, I'm going to talk about in a lot of detail about the transformation widget and how to rotate, scale, translate, and so on in the upcoming videos. The last element of the startup scene is the cube, which is a mesh, and I'm going to talk about adding a mesh in the next video. I'm guessing that will be the next beginner's guide tutorial. So that's it for this one. I hope it was useful. If it was, like it, leave me a comment, visit my channel for more if you're new to my tutorials, and if you want to support my channel, you can visit the first link in the description, which is for my Patreon page, where you can make a pledge and support my channel and what I'm trying to do. So that's it for this one. Bye for now.